Easter Monday, and blessed Easter to you. This is a picture of flowers that someone gathered yesterday when they were not only trying to see flowers but to smell them, just like we're trying to see Easter and not just see it but smell it. But sometimes we get ourselves into a little frame of mind where we just keep going in circles and we go nowhere fast and we just aren't rising because our thoughts keep pulling us down, our spirits or the news. And this is a picture of a card my sister sent my mom for Easter. It's a picture of beauty. Beauty can pull us out of some of those downward spirals. The beauty of Easter, that's our hope, that's our prayer for Easter week, the beauty of His mercy. This card is a picture of flowers. They are made from bottle caps. Very creative. The psalm today is Psalm 16. It's exactly that. It's a psalm pulling the disciples who are half overjoyed and half afraid out of the pit. And notice the bottom part of this psalm. For you will not abandon my soul to Sheol, nor let your devout ones see the pit. You will show me the path of life, abundant joy in your presence, the delights at your right hand forever. This is exactly the psalm that Peter quotes on Pentecost. And he stands up in Jerusalem and says, you used lawless men to crucify Jesus. But God raised him up, releasing him from the pit, from the throes of death. Lord, what do we need to be released from? Because it was impossible for him to be held by it. And so he quotes Psalm 16. This psalm helps Peter understand Easter. My flesh too will dwell in hope, because you will not abandon my soul to the netherworld, nor will you suffer your Holy One to see corruption. You have made known to me the path of life. You will fill me with joy in your presence. Look again at this. The word philo, the Jewish philosopher uses for corruption or pit. Philotheria is just this. It's our mind just doesn't stop moving. It just keeps moving and moving and moving, and pretty soon we can think ourselves into a hole. And yet, that's exactly where we hear the good news. Then they went away quickly from the tomb. Notice they're going away from the tomb in this picture. They're walking up the steps out of the tomb, yet overjoyed and fearful. Then Jesus said to them, do not be afraid. Go and tell my brothers to go to Galilee, and there they will see me. Yeah. And there are so many things that are changing. Our minds keep changing, our feelings keep changing, our moods keep changing. But this psalm brings us to not to what is changing, but what doesn't change. Remember this picture in our church. This is a picture of a chair where the bishop sits every year and maybe confirmed you, maybe confirmed your children. And he always says one thing at the end. He says, there's at least one thing that never changes, he says. And the one thing that will never change is that there's nothing you can do that can change God's love for you. See, that's something that will never change. And so maybe that is where our thoughts are being led to in this psalm, the mercy of God. His mercy never decays. His mercy pulls our thoughts out of the pit. Here's a prayer written by Saint Faustina of Mercy, Divine Mercy. Eternal Father, turn your merciful gaze upon the souls of those who do not believe in you, of those who do not yet know you, but who are enclosed in the most compassionate heart of Jesus, that heart that never changes. Draw them into the light of the gospel that never changes. These souls do not know what great happiness it is to love you. Grant that they, too, may extol the generosity of your mercy for endless ages. Amen. So as a family, read this psalm in that spirit. Amen.